Hi, this is Patrick over at Beard Inc. We make beard products and also wet shaving products. So today I am going to do what seems crazy to most, but I'm actually going to shave with my beard. I like to keep my lines pretty tight, good. As you can see, I've got some growth, my neck, underneath the beard, but most people don't know how to shave with a beard. Going to be using a double edge today. Specifically, this is my 1945. Can't remember it right now, but it's a Gillette. It's vintage. Came in this nifty case. Get into double edge, shaving or wet shaving, as they say. You'll more than likely pick up a few vintage razors. I got this bad boy on eBay, pretty cheap. I was very happy. But wet shaving basically means that you use a boar or badger brush, along with either a artisan soap or a more well-known, less artisan-y, like this one's CO Bigelow. It's made by Proraso, kind of the juggernaut of Italian shaving soap. So today what I'm using is actually kind of a little bit of both. It's a little bit hot out today, so I decided that I was going to go with my Razor Rock 4 Fine American Blend. It's a, basically it's supposed to smell like an unnamed classic barber shaving scent. It smells like Barbasol. Let's not jump around it. But basically I wanted a little bit extra. It has a tiny bit of menthol in it, but I was looking for a little bit more, so I added a little bit of Proraso to it, which is pretty mentholated. So, and then whip it up. This is what we're gonna look like. I'm using a boar brush today. I don't have a classy boar brush. I have one that came with my first wet shave kit. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it gets the job done. But anyway, so let's get started. First thing you need, razor blade, razor, brush, bowl, and soap. So today I'm using, today I'm going to be using some Gillette Silver Blues. Got these in a sampler pack. Tried them with a couple of my other razors, did not like them. I've already got it installed, so this is my second shave with this blade. Essentially, your mileage may vary is the common theme set around the internets. Before you go like me and buy just a 50 pack of feather blades, which I found out feather blades and my skin are not friends. They fucking hate each other. Excuse my language. But yeah, they do not, the feather blades on my skin, for whatever reason, do not play well. So, if anybody's interested, I still have, I think, 40 of them for sale. But anyway, back to the task at hand. First thing I'm going to do, wet my face. I have just showered. Most of you will hopefully know that the idea between showering before you shave is that the hot water will open up your pores. I do find that's true. I've tried cold water shaving. It just doesn't work for me as well. I tend to like to shave right after I shower. So basically that's what I did. Nice and easy, But now the problem is this. How the hell do you shave with this thing? Okay, so as you can see, I have a pretty full beard. I keep it well maintained, and I keep a mustache, usually a handlebar. But how do you shave? I've seen people that comb it through, do all kinds of weird stuff with their beard. We're just gonna make this real simple. Lather up your lather, your soap, cream, whatever the hell you wanna get or use. Nice and dense. And then I'm just gonna do it like I would shave without a beard. But then what I'm going to do, as you notice, is see how I only have, you know, my face really, you know, lathered up at this point. I'm just getting a little thin. I waited a few in between takes, so I'm just going to add a little water, get that a little bit creamier. And I mean, the best way I could say is when you do your lather, you know, I'm going to do a separate lathering video, you know, I apologize, but the lather, you want it to look like whipped cream, you know, even like sour cream, you know, is the best way I would say. But I just paint my whole beard. This first lathering I find, I just want to basically get my beard down a little bit. It also helps me with the angles, because when you're trying to shave under your neck, it's not so easy when your beard is kind of protruding. It makes it hard to see underneath. Long story short, this is what I do. I just paint the whole thing. And then what I find is that most people think like, oh my god, you're wasting all this precious soap, especially if it's an artisan soap, which might be limited. I'm not going to say any names, but this is my favorite soap. I had the same concerns. And you may go through a little bit more soap than the normal person, but that's okay, because you're maintaining your beard. So I don't see it as a trade-off. If anything, we're helping out the artisans more by having to buy more soap. But what most people don't realize is that when they're doing a normal shave, they need to make enough lather for 3 passes. As you can see, my bowl is almost empty. Not worried about that, because a majority of the cream is inside of my beard currently. And what I'll do is I will actually use that cream that's still in my beard after my first pass. As you can see, I grow hair pretty high up on my cheeks. That's why I lather all the way up there. Basically, I'm going to use that lather that is on my beard. Reuse it, I should say. So let's get going. All right. Pretty simple. And this first pass, you know, if you mess up your lines a little bit, not a big deal. You're gonna have, like I do 2 passes on my cheeks. I don't usually do 3. Otherwise risk, you know, getting razor burn. For whatever reason, my curly hair, whatever it may be, basically just does not agree with that 3rd pass whenever I do it. I usually tend to do with the grain and then across the grain. I don't go against the grain, not on my cheeks. But anyway, so right side is done. Make sure my left side's lathered up as well. And as you can see, I have a few days growth. I think I'm on my 4th day of growth right now. And that is why I'm using this Gillette, because I find this to be a little bit more aggressive. I usually don't like the Gillette Silver Blue blades. They usually, dare I say, too close for comfort, but for whatever reason in my Gillette razor, where did I try? My Edwin Jagger tear me to shreds. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a tremendous amount of soap in my beard right now. People can, you know, talk smack and say about how much I'm wasting, how I'm making this into a weird Van Dyke thing right now. Really, I'm just trying to move it out of the way. So I could see better. I mean, because as much as shaving is about hearing, you know, you hear that. It's also about being able to see what you're doing. So yeah. Now I'm on to first pass on my neck. My neck has, since I've been shaving since I'm about 12, 13 years old, really been the biggest pain. The source of many days of woe from the irritation that it left in its wake. But since I switched to wet shaving, it's tremendously better. I mean, I very rarely break out on my neck. If I do, it's usually from waiting too many days in between shaving. Like today is a potential day for I'm not sure if I can see good here. I apologize. This is my I don't switch hands yet. I've tried. It's just I'm ambidextrous with everything, but like writing and dexterity, my right hand just has a more solid grip. But anyway, so first pass is done. And now we're going to relather, using our beard. So as you can see, I have a decent amount of soap in here. And I figure if I'm using a dead animal's hair to lather my face, why can't I use the, hair that grows on my own face to relather? I mean, certainly you're not going to get it as thick, but I tend to find that like when I'm doing edging, cleanup, precision work, I want a little bit thinner lather so I can get a better idea of what I'm doing. When you get close to this edge, some of the hair, it blurs. It's hard to know. Now we're going to go against the grain, or across the grain, I apologize. But the only thing I'll say is that if you do lather, if you notice the lather getting a little dry, with the hand, relather it. Not so dry anymore. So this is also why I say I'm not wasting soap, because I'm really not. I mean, sorry. I'll do this pass and then I'll start yapping. It's just that line right there is probably the toughest spot for me to keep straight. I apologize for the silence. I know you're never supposed to have silence during a video. can pass now my neck, which usually will be my last, just because my neck, as I've said, and as you'll probably learn from many more of these, I'm sure that will come, my neck is just a fucking pain in the ass. I apologize for the language. This channel is not meant for children, clearly. A shaving channel. That doesn't mean that I like to curse willy-nilly, but this is something I'm passionate about. And my neck has been an enemy of mine for many years. And it's sad that it took me well into my 20s to discover that using traditional shaving methods would essentially alleviate all those problems. I was just using a buzzer. You know, I buzz this, buzz my neck, buzz my cheeks. You always have like a day's worth of stubble on your face. My wife always complained about it with like, yeah, it's a bit scratchy, you know. And I just, you know, my Philips Norelco beard trimmer with a vacuum finally freaking died. And so the actual first interest that the first I had heard of it, wet shaving in general, was not referred to as wet shaving, but like those old school razors. You know, when you think of old school razors, you automatically think of, straight razors. You know, I mean, a straight razor is like the classic cutthroat razor, but he was explaining that, you know, it's more like the razors that, you know, the blades that you see people cutting their wrists with in movies, you know, specifically these type. Carefully pick this up. Sorry, this one needs to go in the blade bank, but yeah. So these are double-edged razor blades. And keep a bank for razor. Put them in. Anyway, so now I've done both passes, cheeks, but I notice I need some touch-up. That's the good thing about having a beard. Instant lather. Pretty good. Double check for this. Mighty Gaffer. I do have a little bit I missed back here. Quite a bit actually. Make sure that's all taken care of first. And just touch up you want to do. Just over here too. Most commonly missed spots. Just because I mean, like, how often do you ever really look all the way over there? Just when I feel it, I'm like, oh damn it, bastard. And get my neck over here. Clip I can feel poking out. And there you have it. So then, you know, a lot of people use an Illume block. That's what I use. I find the Illume block works fantastic on my skin. It's part of the reason why I think I don't break out as much after I shave. I do use witch hazel sometimes. Alternatively, it's really up to you. Your mileage may vary. So Just gonna wash your face with cold water. Cold water, you know, closes the pores, which is what at this point we want to do. It's also where I rinse out my beard. All right. Basically, take my cloth. Usually I'll dry off my beard a little bit, just because it's not really gonna make a difference. Of course, I'm gonna have to grab another towel. And basically, I just give it a little dry down. Leave my face wet. Wipe off any extra soap or cream. Wipe off my chest. Yeah. So now let me bust out. Here's my block Ozma. Or block de Lune. What the hell they call it. Basically, I've had this for a year. Hasn't gone down that much in size. Because I mean, you're not using it that much. You're using it just to go over your face. Ooh. And get any feedback. That's the other great thing about aluminum. So anywhere that you are too close, you will know instantly. And I know that I had a razor bump here, like an ingrown hair, so I'm getting some feedback right there. Same up here, a little ingrown hair there as well. Which, with my finicky skin, tends to be a common thing. But that's why I started developing these products, because I was sick of oh almost lost that to the floor. And that's basically it for the aluminum. You know, you can either leave it out to dry. Usually leave it out for a few minutes to dry. Now, while you're waiting for your aluminum to really set in on your face, I've got this bowl still kind of with leftovers of water. Clean up your stuff. Give you something to do while you're waiting. Now, I'm not, I tend to leave my brushes drying like this. I know that's against the grain. Most people, from what I've seen, like to have these little hanging things that hang it, which makes sense. But I've just found either way, trying it, it doesn't make a difference to me. I have not seen a difference. And every so often I'll brush out my brush with the comb. So yeah, so I let it dry like that. Now I've got to wash off the aluminum. So after you apply the aluminum block, you have to rinse it off. Pretty simple. Use cold water again. The icier the better. Closes up the pores. So now we're going to dry my face. Leave the beard a little bit damp. Just so when we apply our balm, I have a little bit of dexterity. Because I found that if you dry your beard completely and add the balm, it makes it a lot harder to spread. Just FYI. Or oil. Any kind of beard product that you're going to be using aside from beard soap, obviously, is likely going to be harder to apply with a completely dry beard. And so my beard is not fully dry, but it is damp. excess water. My wife don't yell at me. Since I'm a hairy dude, as you can see, any excess hair. It's pretty dry now. Put that back in its box. Alright, so we're almost done. Last two things. Take my ring off, just because I don't like the way it feels when I put on aftershave on my hands. Aftershave. Now, went with a classy kind of scent today. Do you want something with some go with my Dutch Baby aftershave just because it's almost out. And I might as well just finish it off. Almost already did. Yeah, I did. Never mind. So we'll go with my, probably my second favorite. This is Fougere Classique, made by another great artist and barrister man. Shout out. This scent is, I'd say, pretty masculine, but it definitely has some powdery, florally notes that my wife said she wasn't the biggest fan of, but then again, she tells me half my soaps smell like soaps. Half, and, but yeah, that's enough of that before I get beaten. But basically, I just rub it back and forth with my hands, rub it on the cheeks, wherever blade touch skin, I rub the aftershave. The whole neck. I can already feel it drying down. Fantastic, fantastic aftershave that Will over at Barrister Man has crafted. I mean, this is top notch. I can already feel my skin feeling amazing. Make sure I got it everywhere. Pull on my wrist. It's all good. Now, since I'm shaving today, and I'm using a scent that I really like, you know, most people are like, well, what are you going to do with that, you know? My recommendation is either use something that's very lightly scented, or something that's not scented at all. You know, I have two that are, you know, in that range. My Clockwork Beard Balm, this is very lightly scented, orange and cedar. Use about a thumbnail's amount size. Anything I find it just, you know, it blends well, and since they're really just top notes, they kind of dissipate almost immediately. But I don't find it clashes with my Fougere Classique scent. You know, well, not mine, but the Will's. But I don't find it, you know, if I'm going out for the day, I'm definitely going to smell that. I'm not going to smell notes of, you know, blood orange, bergamot, and cedar, but I'm definitely going to get that unique Fougere smell. But anyway, I just work it through the beard. You know, I try and go from roots out. You know, obviously do your mustache. You know, make sure you give that love too. You know, I know it's beard balm, but it's also meant to go with the mustache too. It's not going to give you as much control as like you know, mustache wax, but it's not meant to. It's meant to condition, you know, keep your beard in check. And that's basically it. It's pretty simple. You know, and if you like, you can comb it through with a comb. I usually don't even bother. Just tend to do that. If I want to look really fancy, you know, I'll bust out the mustache wax, a leftover balm. Here's a put a little in my hair, a little extra shine if I'm not using pomade. If I am using pomade, all it does is really just kind of lend to the pliability of it. And that's basically it. I mean, not only do we show you how to wet shave with the beard today, using a double-edged razor, I'll also show you how to just put some beard balm in afterwards. But the other scent that I do have, well, it's actually unscented, which will be coming out, you know, in a few weeks. Just waiting on some labels. Is my unsullied beard balm. That's our version of no scent, or unscented. So anybody that has any allergy issues or any worries about clashing with their colognes or aftershaves, that'll work perfect for you. I mean, basically, it's our base formula with no added fragrance. Kind of smells like cocoa, mango butter, you know, raw material beeswax. It smells real nice, actually. So, once again, this is Patrick from Beard Inc. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Alright, so anyway, check us out, subscribe to our channel. We're going to do more videos coming up soon. That's it. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. I would love to answer any questions. Like I said, I don't profess to be a complete professional, but I have been wet shaving with a beard for, you know, this entire past year, and feel that I have gotten to a point where I do know what I'm doing. Once again, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.